It's one of the best times of the year. Welcome to Heating Up on Shaw. I'm Ryan Waters. Football playoffs, hockey in full swing, even some fall baseball. Now volleyball at UBCO Okanagan begins. Steve Manuel, women's head coach, Greg Poitras, men's head coach, joining us. Steve, let's start with you. A good showing last year, obviously Final Four, Canada West. I guess expectations are really high this year.
Yeah, I think the expectations were quite high last year, and I think the team felt that we could have made it all the way to nationals, and we fell just short by one match type of thing. So the expectations are the same this year, and I think that they'll be working hard to achieve that.
And a lot of players have returned, so I would imagine that expectations on the players as well is that much higher because they're back for another year.
Yeah, we have 14 returning players and just one new recruit this year. So again, they're hungry still, and we're finally getting to a place where our players are entering the veteran stage of their career. We're still quite young as a team, only graduate one this year, but some of the players have been around for a while, so expectations are very high.
Greg, for the men's team, you took some bumps last year, no pun intended. A lot of your players now in their third year. Is this a big year for your team as well?
Yeah, the core of our team's in their third year, and this is a group that we recruited with the thought that they would take us to the podium at some point to the CIS National Championships. But yeah, this is a great core of third-year guys, so relatively young, but still have a few years left in them to play.
For both of you guys, the schedule not easy to start. You had Alberta, Trinity Western, you have Manitoba coming up. For the men's team, is it good to start with such a high caliber of competition?
Yeah, it was not the nicest present from the Canada West to hook us up with that kind of schedule, but it's right away we get to measure where we're at against the top teams, and if we want to make the playoffs and then do some damage in the playoffs, we're going to need to see the top teams that will be in playoffs, and here we are in the first 2 weeks having a look at those guys. So
how about for the women's team? I mean, Alberta number one, then Trinity Western number one. You got UBC on the horizon.
Yeah. Same idea. Again, there are no easy matches in this league. Everybody's tough, and you got to play all the teams. So, is it nice to maybe have the number one team spread out? A little bit nicer, maybe. But then again, it's baptism by fire if you want. We're playing the teams who are expected to be there at the end in the first. And much like Greg said, it's a great measuring stick. We get a great idea of where our team is and what we have to work on for the remainder of the season to be a national contender.
Do you feel that other competition comes into Kelowna, or when you go there, you still feel like you're the babies of the Canada West, the young guys that aren't supposed to win?
Not so much anymore. No, we started to plan for entry into this conference years before we even were entered in the conference. So we don't really feel that way. We don't want our players to feel that way. We want to feel we're recruiting the same players as everybody else is in our conference, and yeah, we're just going with it like any other team.
Well, guys, good luck this year. It's the volleyball teams up at UBCO Okanagan. For more information on their teams, along with basketball and soccer, visit goheat.ca. For Heating Up on Shaw, I'm Ryan Waters.